Hello everyone, myself I am Saranya, working as an assistant professor in the department of CSE AIML in MLR Institute of Technology. Today we are going to discuss the about topic of web security in the cryptography. So coming to the web security of the cryptography, let us see the three things in the overview. One is we should know about what is meant by web security and also the practices for securing our websites and also the major cyber threats that are impacting the web security. These are the three things we should know in this video. So firstly, we should know what is meant by web security. So basically this web security also related to the some of the servers or users or the websites that are which should be safe from the cyber attacks. Means that basically comes through the internet. So all basic of web security should be related to the internet process. So without the internet, we cannot having the login of any online mode or we cannot chat and we cannot open our emails like that. Basically, we should need internet, but it should be the safe from the cyber attacks. Means the keeping of websites, servers, and also the users and also the devices. Like that are example of web security. And it also the attacks can include the things like viruses, and it also the contains the phishing process, means such as scam process of the emails and also the harmful activities that can steal or it can leak any important information that is related to the particular user. So for this process to stay protected, different tools and methods are used such as firewalls, systems that can block suspicious activity, means that block dangerous websites and also the antivirus software. So that are the main purposes for the firewalls and also the systems that blocks any suspicious activities is there in or not. It should be observed and it should be it take care of antivirus software and also the some of the websites. So it also covers the security of web apps and also the application program interfaces and also the cloud systems to keep running safe online mode or not. That is nothing but an application program interfaces. APIs is nothing but a application program interfaces. Means we are having some of the web apps or APIs and also the cloud systems. These are the whole everything should be running safely or in online or not. It will going to be checked. For example, when you are transferring any data between the two parties, between the client and web server, you should have to protect your data. Means that security of data is your web security. That are the definition of web security process. Then what are the securing for securing our website will be an best practice. So there are different types of the best practices to keep your website secure. First one is keeping of software updated, means we should see regularly update the software to be fixed some of the known vulnerabilities and also the prevent exploits by the hackers. So we should see regularly whether the update or all the software is going to be updated and also the vulnerabilities and also it should be exploits by the hackers. Means these are the best practices for securing your websites. Means every day we are going to be checked. Then beware of SQL injections also, means it also prevent hackers from the injecting malicious activities, means any having the malicious suspicious queries in your databases. It should be an keeping of beware, means it should also be take care of your SQL, beware of SQL injections. And XSS, it is nothing but a cross-site scripting. So basically this cross-site scripting is to be input to block that kind of scripts, means run in the user's browsers or any stealing of the sensitive data. That are the main purpose to prevent the cross-site scripting. And also limit error messages, means by we need to avoid some of the exposing system details in an error messages in the kind of messages also. So basically after for limiting of these error messages, we are going to prevent from the gaining insight. The next one is validate user input forms, means we should be validate on the both two parties, that is nothing but client and server sides. Means to block any malicious data or an malform, we can validate the user input also. The next we can keep the strong passwords also by using the keeping of strong passwords, we can protect our against the brute force attacks. Means some of the including of uppercase, lowercase numbers, and also the symbols. Means hackers is going to try the steal of some kind of information in the brute force attacks. It is nothing. The brute force attacks is nothing but a trial and error method. Means the hacker is going to be continuously try and try. It will be getting so the password it should be going to try and error method. So hacker always he can try by using the strong passwords also he can log in, because that is the brute force attacks. Means we can secure by using an uppercase letters, lowercase letters, and also the numbers, and also the symbols also. By giving of all the strong passwords, we can secure our password from the hacker. Then we also secure your websites with the HTTPS, means hypertext transfer protocol, with the security purposes to encrypt data during transmission, and also the prevent the interception process. Means we also implement HTTPS also, means basically securing your website with the security. That are the implementation of HTTPS. And it also enable two-factor authentication, means adding of extra layer of security by the second form of the verification beyond a password. So we can keep like that the two-factor authentication also. The next one is access control. So in this access control based upon the user roles and also the principle of having to minimize the risk. So monitor and also the log activity. So in this log activity, it should be logs of access and also the actions of your main website to detect suspicious behavior and also the breaches also. So these are the best practices for securing your website. So one is keeping of software updated, and having an beware of SQL injections, and also the prevent cross-site scripting also, means basically in browsers, and also the sensitive data, and also error messages, and also input validation, and also using the strong passwords, and also the implementing of hypertext transfer protocol with the security, and also enables the two-factor authentication, means second form of the any verification process by keeping of strong passwords, and also the access control, and also the monitor and log activities, means log access of beyond the to detect suspicious behavior. Like that we are going to having the best practices for securing your website. The next major cyber threats, what they are impacting around web security. Let us see here one by one type in the major cyber threats. First one is ransomware. So ransomware is nothing but it is also all the types of malwares. So it is to block the user access from own system from a ransom fee, means that is paid to the ransom creator, means having an lot dangerous regular malware, means and spread through phishing emails, means we are getting some of the spam emails like that. While we are clicking off that such type of the emails or the any scam messages, we can lose our everything data in our mobile. That are the regular malware and the spread through phishing emails. So ransomware has emerged over the last few years and can attack individuals or organizations. So in the last few years also, and can attack by either the individuals or in the organization modes also. So here the ransomware will be an CCNCC server, that is nothing but a command and control server. Firstly, the victim is going to be acquired some of the ransomware from email or any bombs, means without the human interaction. After this completion of this whole, the ransomware should contact the attackers through the command and control process, and it downloads the public key. After this download of the public key, it should be encrypted, and it not provides the ransom fee instructions. Of this ransom fee instructions, it should be going to the attacker, and it displays to key to decrypt the data. That are the main purpose of the ransomware. The second one is SQL injection. SQL injection is nothing but it is also one security vulnerability. Mainly, the attacker is able to manipulate a web application database, means by inserting any malicious SQL code into the user input fields. Means already whatever having the input fields, their hacker is going to be insert some of the malicious SQL codes. So it to be underlying databases to also the retrieve and also modify and also delete the sensitive type of data. So see here, for example, here the hacker are there. So the hacker contains here select name from the description, means this is all the form of the SQL. So code is written in the SQL format, selecting the username, password from the users. Means after the completion of this whole process, it should be going to the all passwords, then after the all usernames. After this contents of this process, here going to be union select username, password from the users. Of this contents of the information is going to be the hacker side. This hacker is going to submit and it can gain the information. That is the SQL injection process. Then third one is phishing form. Phishing is nothing but a form of online frauds or hackers to keep your attempt to steal your information, that is passwords or credit card details or any kind of bank accounts data also it can steal. So basically this is done by sending false emails or spam messages that appears to be trusted sources like banks or well-known websites. So we can think ourselves, for example, we are having some of the kind of message from the SBI bank. So we actually think what it is the real message from the SBI server. We are going to click on that message, then phishing is done in the from the hacker. That what we are falsely should be done in the while we are taking care of our bank account details or like that. So basically we should be observed very carefully while clicking of the such type of emails or scam messages. So it is a phishing attacks. He or she it should be going to trying to trick your messages from an legitimate users, means by clicking the link or downloading of an attachments. Means basically we are having some of the links or any attachments only we are going to they are going to send to us. That is known as phishing process. The next one is spyware. So spyware is nothing but an unauthorized software. So basically it collects the information user or his activity without obtaining the user's permission. So without the user's permission, it should can collect the information. Means basically it involve typing and also the visiting site monitoring and also personal information. So like that the spyware should be done. In this spyware there are types of the spyware. Here the common types of the spyware, one is keyloggers. Keyloggers is nothing but an user and also they can record passwords and also sensitive messages. That are the main theme of the keyloggers. Then what should be done? An adware. Adware is nothing but an having while we are for example while we are scrolling opening the YouTube, we are getting number of advertisements while watching the videos. That is nothing but a adware. Adware also in adware, for example YouTube. In YouTube basically they are running one type of video. So in this video for example we can imagine it, there will be an offer in the shopping malls. So basically we will click some type of messages while getting that kind of offers. So obviously it contains the adware, means it is nothing but an adware provides the basically advertisements while we are watching the opening of the apps or watching the videos like that. That is type of adware. Next one is trojans. Trojans is nothing but an they can contain the spyware or it steals the information. Basically themselves and genuine applications, but in the reality it contains the spyware process. Means basically it steals the information. That are the three types of the spyware. So spyware contains three types. One is keyloggers, second one is adware type, and third one is trojans. The next one is XSS. It is nothing but a cross-site scripting. So basically we have seen in the previous slide that is nothing but it allows a third party to execute a script in the user's browser. So it is the most prevalent vulnerabilities that are present to the web today, and it also led to the various consequences such as account compromises or account deletion or escalation or malware infection process. These are all related to the cross-site scripting. What happens in the cross-site scripting is account compromises or account deletions. So see here, in the cross-site scripting, here having one type of database, and here having some type of server. One server is there, so related to the both client 1 and also the client 2. So the client 1 is going to text some message while connecting to the PHP format. So it is going to ask the comment.php after the taking of the script and also the alert and also the having of script. This both client 1 is giving to the message of the server. After the server is going to be send the information to again client 1. After this client 2, it happens form of HTML process. This after that whole HTML process should be done. The server is going to send it to the database, and this database after the confirmation it is going to be sent to the server. That was happened in the cross-site scripting process. For example only. So in today's session, we have discussed about the what are the web security and what we are having the best practices and also the best cyber threats that are in web security. In the next session, we will discuss about the secure socket layers process in cryptography. Thank you.